Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Present Living Purpose. This is Tristan Gurdon speaking, and this video is about why saying no is necessary. So, we're going to be looking at what does it mean to say no, why it is actually necessary, and how we can implement this in a very simplistic and practical sense, like always. So stay tuned till the very end so you can get the how. Saying no. We hear this all the time in terms of setting boundaries with people. But saying no can apply to things, habits, any sort of behaviors, just for our own good. So, when we think of this idea of saying no, it seems like a problem, it seems problematic. Are we saying it's problematic because it seems like it's a bad thing to say no? Why is it a bad thing to say no? Where's the negativity coming from? And most times, when we think it's a bad thing is when it's regarding to relationships with people. So this particular video is something that I would need 10 years ago because all I said was yes. Like, yes to everything and everyone. And I know from personal experience how overwhelming, how exhausting that can be. However, we are going to be looking at why saying no is perhaps the most beneficial thing, not only to yourself, but to the people that you're saying no to. So, let's go on to the why. Saying no is necessary for your own sake. It will always be about you first and foremost because one, it is your life. You make choices all the time. And saying no to the most important things that you need to say no to will help you live a great life. Times and times again, we kind of hesitate, or I should say I hesitate when I say no to people because I always worry, oh, I'm going to ruin a relationship. I am going to ruin my connection with a person. I take it to that extreme and I feel like I'm doing an injustice to the person when I say no, but in actuality that's not the case. When you say no, you can conserve energy to do the right things that are meant for you. And it becomes beneficial for the other person in the sense that they can find another solution. You are not their only saving grace. However, I think it's important to look at obligations and things that are necessary. Because oftentimes we say no to the things that are necessary. For example, when I was in grad school and taking a lot of classes, I didn't want to do papers. I would procrastinate, saying no, I don't want to do it. However, it was necessary for me to continue my education. Horrible example, best thing I got at the moment, so bear with me. However, when it comes to obligations where you are like the only person that can deal with the situation at its most crucial point, we can always think of the situation in a different way. Where it's like, yeah, I don't want to do the dishes, but wait, by cleaning the dishes, everything is clean, which means that I can eat more food, I don't have to worry about it, I can rest easy knowing that the dishes will be clean after I do it. Something as simple as that, because washing dishes are an obligation, I hope. When it comes to like examples like that, it seems very easy to make this distinction. But when it comes to people, relationships, and things, we have to truly honor our heart when it comes to these things. Where we have to say no to people that will overexert themselves and ask many different requests that will just drain us. We want to avoid that. So, when it comes to saying no, you have to honor your heart, your entire being, who you truly are, and it goes back to being authentic. this is like an internal question. Like, does this honor me? Should I say yes to this? Does it make me feel good knowing that I will have to reject this request or this question or this favor? And if it does, then honor that. You're not doing a disservice to a person. If you can keep yourself at the most relaxed state, at the most ecstatic state, joyful state, then you'll be doing more justice to people than you can ever imagine. After all, our actions will always create ripple effects. There will always be cause and effect for that. So if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, just think of like, what would be the consequence of that? How would I actually be doing a service to someone if I'm not doing it at my best? So that takes us to the how. We kind of talked a bit upon it, but it's more about honoring yourself. Let your feelings dictate what you want and what you don't want. Our feelings will always be a compass. They are a tool and a sensation all in one. So this is where self-awareness comes into play, where you have to be honest with yourself 120% of the time. There is no 85% of the time, no 90% of the time, 120% of the time. Because this will always be a consistent thing, where the more that you honor your heart, the more that you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It's a very simple concept, but it's a very potent concept. And it's something that I hold to my heart dearly, because we must make sure that we're good, that we're happy, that we're comfortable. And once we can fulfill all of that, all of those requirements, then we're just awesome. So I know this is a short video, but I want to keep it short and sweet because it is also a very important video. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll see you in the next video on Thursday. Take care, everyone.